Hi, and welcome to a Drafthouse Diary for Tuesday, October 1st, 2024, when I came out here again to the Alamo Drafthouse at Littleton's Aspen Grove to see The Wild Robot. I went into this movie with fairly high expectations given what I knew about it and what I had seen before I went in. And those expectations were met or exceeded. This is probably the best animated feature that I have seen in a long time. If you like The Iron Giant, and if you don't, we should talk. The Iron Giant is maybe the best animated feature ever made. But anyway, if you liked The Iron Giant, if you like that kind of animated film, I think you'll like The Wild Robot very much. The story is rather straightforward and somewhat predictable. Sometime in the future, a helper robot is stranded on a wilderness island somewhere in the Pacific Northwest and attempts to satisfy its programming of finding whoever ordered it, whoever has a task for it to accomplish. Eventually, it winds up in the position of needing to raise a newly hatched gosling. It would have been easy to make a movie very much like this that was mostly about technology bad, nature good, and as long as technology gives way to nature, things will be better. That is not what this movie does. Instead, both on the nature side and the technology side, it recognizes the importance of being able to define who you are and how you are going to live and how you are going to respond to the world around you. And there's one important line near the end of this movie. I don't really think it gives anything away to reveal this. It describes kindness as a survival skill. That's at the heart of this movie. The animation is very impressive. A lot of the nature animation, it has a very particular style and it stays with it and is remarkably detailed, remarkably evocative, but it isn't afraid to leave that detail behind at times and become very impressionistic, not just in things like flashbacks or side stories where it very consciously, very clearly moves to a different animation style, but even within its action scenes, within its emotional scenes, it moves from that realistic mode into something more expressionistic that suits the material as the tone shifts from scene to scene or from line to line. So in terms of animation, in terms of technique, in terms of storytelling, in terms of character, I recommend it highly. Other parts of my trip to the Alamo. Nothing really surprising in the pre-show for this. I believe everything in this pre-show I had seen in other pre-shows for movies that had something or other to do with robots. So there were commercials for kids' robot toys, more than one short film from the BBC about someone in Britain having created their own either robot costume or radio-controlled robot. Apparently that was a big thing in the 60s or 70s or maybe even 80s in Britain, especially among Doctor Who fans, because Daleks, of course, were a favorite. We also had Japanese openings to kids' shows involving robots, so nothing specifically about the content or themes or cast or filmmakers of The Wild Robot, just a lot of stuff about robots having fun. For dinner, I got the fried chicken tenders. I haven't had those in a while. They still come with the Hatch green chili gravy, which is still, it's got some flavor to it, but it is not at all spicy. And I did get the side Caesar salad instead of the fries. I was here with my darling wife, who once again got the buffalo cauliflower and said that that was very good. I also got the Denver Beer Company's Amber Gold Lager. I've had that before. It's a very good, very solid lager. It's flavorful and it's got some decent body. So it goes well with things that have a little bit of that chili flavor, like the Hatch gravy. The staff and the service were good, and this was a fairly full screening. They were a little delayed in letting us into the theater, but not too much. I would say this was a good trip to the movies. I hope you enjoyed this Drafthouse Diary. If you did, please click that like button. And if you want to see more of these as they come out, please click subscribe. But most important, thank you very much for joining me. I'll be back soon with more. In the meantime, enjoy your movies, and when you do, stay till the end of the credits.